afternoon, everybody. It's been a long time since I've seen you all. I really hope that you're all staying safe, staying home and staying well, keeping up with all your school activities, and of course, keeping on with Mr. Danker's PE activities, okay? So I saw everybody having a lot of fun online and I thought, you know what, I want to join in the fun as well. So I'm going to start off with hopefully a couple of videos that should be for everybody out there, not just people that have learned drums from me before in the past. Bits and pieces, we're going to have a few rhythm games, rhythm challenges, okay, coordination challenges, and we're going to hopefully have a lot of fun on the way and learn some drums and a bit of music as we're going. So, before we go any further, let's crack on with our first little challenge, or introduction I should say. Right, so, first little thing that we're going to have a look at, okay, is just getting a bit of a warm-up and a bit of practice with your timing and counting along with a beat. Now, all drummers, including myself, we always play along with what's called a metronome. A metronome is basically just a digital device that basically will count out a beat for you. And you follow those to help keep yourself in time, and if there's any musicians playing along with you, it keeps them in time as well. Because as a drummer, you're the heart of the band. If there's any other musicians around you, guitarists, piano, even singers, sometimes, they all follow drums, okay? It is the backbone of any band out there, if they've got a drummer. If not, they will still play with a metronome. So to practice along with that, we're going to practice clapping along with me. You've got to try and stay in time with me as well though, okay? I'm not going to go too fast. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 every single time I clap my hands. So you've got to try and clap your hands at the same time as me. Are you ready? So I'll count 4 in, then we start together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. I really hope you're able to keep along there. One of the important things to remember when we're doing things like this, okay, especially working on time and having a bit of practice, is we've got to make sure that our hands, they clap at nice even intervals. So we'll try clapping all this time and you tell me if they're even or if they're not even, okay? Hopefully you'll be able to spot the difference. You ready? See if these ones are even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Not very even them ones, are they? Nope. That was an example of some pretty bad timekeeping, okay? If a drummer plays like that, you don't want to play with those ones. Let them get better first. So now we'll try again with even spacing. And we're going to try a little bit faster this time. So, follow along after me. I'll count you in and then we'll start together. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent, excellent, really, really good. So, like I said at the beginning, if you're a new drummer, you've never played drums before, or if you're one of the drummers that are, say, in school, exercises like this are really handy, just as a quick little warm-up to get your brain thinking in a very musical sort of way, and keeping you thinking about your rhythm while playing. So, next thing we're going to look at, okay, is transferring that to the drum kit. Be back soon. Extra little tip, if you're drumming as well, it can get a bit warm, especially in my studio here, and get very, very warm because I've got no windows. Keep a bottle of water handy, keeps you hydrated, and it means you can drum for a bit longer. Okay? Stops you getting dried out. Little extra bit of advice for you. And now there's a couple of ways we're going to do this next. If anyone has access to a drum kit, then brilliant, okay? You'll be able to follow this one exactly as I've done it. But if you don't have a drum kit, don't worry. There's always a way around these kind of issues. Those drums, when you look at them in the most basic of form, it's an object that you hit that makes a lot of noise. Yeah? A lot of noise as well. Now that applies to anything you can get your hands on. Anything else, it could be a pot in a pan, it could be a pillow if you want to be really, really quiet with it. You can use your knees or your thighs. I do that quite a lot with my lessons in school. You can use that type of thing, anything else you can find that has a cardboard box. Yeah? That can be used as any kind of drumming surface. Now, obviously, don't go spraying everything in your house and smacking things and making loads of noise and destroying things, okay? That's not what we want. We want nice, constructive drumming without destroying everything. Make sure somebody in your house is aware of this as well, okay? Because we don't want loads and loads and loads of noise, okie doke? That's going to basically annoy your family and your neighbours. So, without rambling on too much further, okay, let's have a try at playing the same clapping rhythm that we had before, a nice and slow speed. But for anyone that has a drum kit, we're going to practice that on our hi-hat, the pair of cymbals to my left-hand side. If you're right-handed or left-handed drummer, you can use either your left or right hand. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to be using my right hand with a drumstick. Okie doke. So then, let's make a start. Oh, if you haven't got drums, okay, you can quite easily take your right or left hand and tap on either your right thigh or your left thigh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple as. Or like I said before, if you've got pots and pans, pillows, cardboard box, whatever you've got, anything just to get your hand moving in that rhythmic sort of fashion. Okie doke. So, let's make a start. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent, well done. I hope you did really well there. As long as you are following me nice and slowly, not going too fast, and keeping those notes nice and evenly spaced apart, you should be flying along. Right, so we're going to try the same exercise again now, but a little bit faster. As a good drummer should be able to play at many different speeds, not just one speed. Otherwise all your songs will be really slow. So, try the next bit, a little bit faster, after me. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Excellent, well done. Okay, you handled that really nicely. I hope you did anyway. If you did, if not, we can always rewind the video, practice those bits again, and go over them as many times as you need to. Because one of my favourite phrases that I heard was practice makes progress. Okay? The more time you put into something and the more practice you spend on something, then the better you'll get just by default. Even if you're just playing, okay, and practicing over and over, you will get better and better and better, and you'll see your skills start to improve quite quickly. So, what we're going to move on to now, we're going to follow our same rhythm that we started off beforehand, but instead of just using one hand now, we're going to see if we can use two hands. If you're playing with a drum kit, hopefully, you've got two drumsticks. If not, using your two hands, okay, right and left, on your knees, pots, pans, whatever it is that you've been able to find to play along with, or play on. So, we're going to be using our right hand, okay, to play just like we did before, or if you're left-handed, it'll be your left hand. We're going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and slowly, on our hi-hat, but this is where it's going to get a bit tricky, okay? Because our other hand that we haven't used yet, left or right, is going to be playing on our snare drum. If you haven't got a snare drum, that's fine. You can use your two knees. Use your right knee for your right hand, left knee for your left hand. Nice and straightforward. So, I'll give you a little quick example first, okay? And then we'll have a try all together. So, right hand is going to be on the hi-hat, just here, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and easily. Left hand on the snare drum, nice and easy as well. This is an example first to follow along, and then we'll try it together in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 1, 3. Nice and straightforward. So it's going to take a little bit of coordination. So every time you count 1, 2, 3, 4, your right hand's going to play. Every time you count the numbers 2 and 4, that is when your left hand is going to play the snare drum. So if you count the numbers as well, you should stay it nicely in time and shouldn't get too lost. So let's have a try together on this one, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more. Very good, well done. I know that can be quite tricky, okay, so I really hope a lot of you have give it your best shot, because that's all I can ask you for, and I hope you've had a lot of fun trying that. So, if you found that difficult, again, you can rewind the video, go back to that bit, and practice it for as many times as you need to, or even without the video, you can practice just getting your hands coordinated and get them playing in time. We're going to move on to the next bit now, which is that same pattern with snare drum and hi-hat all playing at the same time, but we're going to try it a little bit faster this time, because I always like to try and speed things up, try and push the boundaries a little bit. Again, I have a little example of how fast we're going to go, and then we'll start together and play along at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Excellent, really good, really good. Final step towards playing your very first ever drum beat now, okay? We're officially 2/3 of the way there, because we're going to be using both hands, and we're going to be using our right leg to play our bass drum as well. Any of my drummers out there, they know what a bass drum is, but anyone that's not too sure, bass drum is the biggest drum on our drum kit, okay? It's on the floor, and it's normally played with either one or both feet. You'll see that in the video coming up, okay? So, bass drum. We've got some numbers left that we haven't played properly yet. We've used 1, 2, 3, 4 for our hi-hat. Our snare drum was on what numbers? That's right, 2 and 4. What numbers have we got left then? That leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 1 and 3 left. And those numbers is where our bass drum is going to live from now on. Okie doke. So every time we count 1 and 3, just like we did with the snare drum on 2 and 4s, you're going to play your bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and easy like that, okay? There's a couple of different ways we can play the bass drum, okay? And I'll go over those now. Right, okay then, now let's talk a little bit about bass drum technique, okay? So there's two main ways that I normally play when I'm playing my bass drum. The way I think a lot of people tend to play is with their toes pressed down and heel in the air, and that allows you to get a nice strong bounce on your foot and get that nice loud sound on your bass drum. Okay, doke? So that's the way I normally play. The other way you can play it is just the opposite. Keep your heel down and then tap your toes. You get an equally nice sound, but I tend to find it much easier with my heel up, so that's the way I'm going to show you in this video. Right, so we've had a look at our bass drum and ways that we're going to play that, different ways you can have your foot. Now we're going to have a try going straight into the whole drum beat, all three drums together, hi-hat, snare drum and bass drum. So, quick recap before we go over it. We're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Your hi-hat with your right or left hand, depending on which hand that you use, is going to be on 1, 2, 3, 4. All of the numbers, not going to miss any of those out. Your bass drum, okay, with your right leg or left leg, is going to be on the number 1 and the number 3. Okay? And snare drum, the numbers we've got left is on 2 and 4. Nice and straightforward. Keep them all together, keep them nicely coordinated, okay? We don't want one hand going too fast or bass drum going ahead of where it's supposed to be. Keep it nice and slow, nice and coordinated, and we're going to fly through this. So, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more. Excellent, well done, well done. I'm very, very pleased with you. Very, very pleased. So, hopefully that went together quite well. I'll just have to hope that you listened really carefully and played your best. And no doubt, if you tried hard enough, that would have went really, really well. And with that, that is the end of our very first drum lessons, okay? That is beat number 1. Complete. The very first drum beat, you will hear that in loads of different songs. You hear it in most pop songs that come out nowadays, you hear it in loads of classic rock songs, you even hear it in some heavy metal songs, some rap songs have it in. You can hear that specific drum beat spread across all sorts of music. Now a lot of people use different variations of that drum beat. They might have extra bass drums or extra hi-hats or extra cymbals or extra drums dotted around the place, and we're going to look at a lot of those over the next few weeks. and just like any other video out there, you can watch it as many times as you want. You can rehearse it, and practice it, and watch it hundreds of times over if you want. If you do watch it that many times, you'll be amazing with it in a couple of weeks, even a couple of days, okay? And then obviously we'll move on, newer skills, new techniques, a few little games in the middle as well. And hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have some amazing drummers when all this is over with. So from me, I'm Mr. Richards. I'll see you again very, very soon, and happy drumming, okay? But wait, before you go, I did say at the start of the video that if you watch all the way to the end, I'll play a little song for you. It's a song that you'll all know. You can sing along, dance along, watch along, drum along if you know it, okay? Because you never know. So, here is my version of Dance Monkey by Tones and I. Enjoy.